Riri loves watching your live, and I'm slaying her with her. And I have a question, Aunt. Yeah, I'm her friend. She wants me to make that clear. I'm her friend. This is not Riri.
Oh, this is not
So
Riri.
as a woman,
This is Riri's friend.
my name is Nicole.
Okay.
Yes.
Nicole, got it. What's going on?
As a woman, navigating the dating world, with intention, looking to be cherished and respected, going on dates, and going on multiple dates or getting to know somebody, and the conversation of sex comes up, and you talk about my journey. I've been like 3 years celibate.
Time underscore
And whenever you
$10.
discuss
Keep
it,
speaking facts. Raise
the
50
comments that I
emoji.
get is like, women always make the good man wait, like a sense of entitlement. Or I feel like after the information is disclosed, I feel like the intention is there, but the motive maybe changes. And I guess I want to know, like, how can I move forward, like protecting myself? As a, I'm like an intelligent girl, so like I'm able to perceive and stuff like that and get out of the situation before anything like that happens. But I just feel like,
Okay.
like, I don't know, what am I doing wrong?
Where do you usually meet and talk to men at?
Social media.
What's your Instagram?
Oh, I'm actually off. I'm doing a fast for my church right now.
Do you have TikTok? Do you have any form of social media that you actively use right now?
Yes. Queen Rose.
Is that your TikTok?
QUEE. Yes.
QUEE.
NROZZAY.
Okay, so let's just get right down to it. I'm gonna mute you because it's kind of echoing a little bit. Your profile picture is you laying on a boat with your legs up, exposing your body. So we're already off to a bad start. And this is the problem where we have a lot of women who really are very backwards in the way that they present themselves, and they don't believe that their presentation correlates to how men are going to view them. I'm not saying this to you to be disrespectful. I'm saying this to you because this is what men are thinking when they look at Queen Rose. Your profile picture is you laying on a beach or laying on a boat with your legs in the air, exposing damn near your entire body, your legs. You can literally see like in between your legs. Why would you think that any man of value who wants to be with a wife who operates like a wife and that's modest and that's respectful and that's feminine, that's nurturing, submissive, all of these things, why would you think that a man is going to see that picture and say, you know what, wife? No, they're going to sexualize you because you sexualize yourself. It's that simple. I haven't even gone through the other stuff that you have on your page, but I'm looking. I see another video which you have these skin tight clothes on, exposing yourself and exposing your body. You can see your nipples through your shirt, right? And again, I'm not saying this to be disrespectful. I'm saying this because what you don't understand is how men are going to view you. And I can almost correlate that the fact that your Instagram is probably was the same way before you deleted it. Not to mention the friend group that you hang with, not to mention how often you go out, not to mention if you drink or smoke, not to mention your attitude. I'm not saying all of these things exist. I'm saying that a lot of times it's a direct correlation to how you present yourself. So if I'm on my social media and I'm posting DRUGSs, I can't say that on TikTok, but I'm posting DRUGSs, I'm posting GUNs, firearms, I'm posting money, people are not going to correlate me to husband material. They're going to correlate to me with a street dude. They're going to correlate me with somebody that doesn't operate in a way that is usually the values of a good father or a good husband. So they're going to see me as women specifically are going to see me as a come up. Oh, I'm going to get some money out of this dude. So the reason why you're probably having these same issues over and over again is because of the woman that you are. You cannot expect a man to view you as a wife if you don't operate like a wife. You don't get the man and then act like the wife. You act like a wife before you get the man. That's how that operates. So I think that's the issue that you have. And men are able to see that. The problem is men are not going to tell you exactly what I'm telling you. Why? Because they're going to lose access to sex. Because, oh, you're just misogynistic. Oh, you're just controlling. Or you're just insecure. Oh, you just have small dick energy. Oh, you're just DL. Oh, you're just broke. It's always shaming tactics in response. So most men are going to lie to women. So that's the reason more than likely why you're having the issues that you're having, because what you're going to get is quantity. Men are going to be at your beck and call whenever, but the quality is going to be very low. You're going to get attention, but not retention. So that's your issue that you probably have in Riri, or not Riri, Nicole. You said your name was Nicole.
Outside of the visuals, I mean, I don't know if we could go back and forth because I know like you're on the live or whatever. I feel like I understand you on the visuals, like being sexualized. This is something that I've like considered myself, especially like just kind of like navigating like how I'm gonna dress and stuff like that, moving forward, getting older and stuff like that. But I feel like I carry myself like like well outside of what I look like. I know like
That
that
doesn't
look
make any sense. That's like saying I wear makeup, nails, and I wear high heels, and I go to homosexual clubs every single weekend, but I'm a straight man every other day. I'm straight. I just act like a
so
gay.
like I don't go out to clubs. I don't get drunk. I don't be shaking my butt on the media.
But you have it up here. What do you do? I'm on your TikTok
So
right now.
to me, I just thought that was like a happy photo. I
Yeah,
had
you and
got
every
on the
other woman.
boat. I
That's what.
wasn't
Listen,
intentionally
listen.
trying to be,
You
sexualized, even though I
you
know that it can be viewed like that.
you and every other woman. Y'all never think it's that bad. And the reason why you don't think it's that bad is not even your fault. It's because you've been indoctrinated. You've been indoctrinated by feminist propaganda to believe that your freedom and the way that you can be valuable as a woman is sexual empowerment. That's what you've been indoctrinated to believe. When in actuality, your freedom and value and your true way that you can separate yourself is you having chastity, is you having morality and respect, being natural, right? Operating like a woman of modesty and love, but you don't operate that way. So that's the like you don't think it's that bad. You have women that take like pictures in a bikini, bending over and like turning around with some alcohol in their hand. Oh, it's not that bad. I'm at the beach. Doesn't matter. It don't matter. Like that's still not okay. It's regardless of where you're at. It's the act, and you're posting it on social media for likes and attention. Just is what it is.
Okay, and it's Riri now. I've been her friend for like over 15 years, and we have not been a fan of her social media. Let's just throw that out there. My friend is very curvy. She has a very nice body. Even when she does go out and she's fully clothed, she looks very modest, very presentable. Men still hit on her, bait her, take her on multiple dates, and still proceed to want to have sex with
This
her.
is the problem. This is the problem.
And that's what I'm asking. That's my question. I'm
Hold
like,
on.
so do you think?
Hold
I'm
on.
sorry, go ahead.
You, and this is why we can't take women's opinion that much. That we can't take it with too much shot, because what you believe is modest and dressing correctly, like we like it's not what men think is modest and dressing correctly.
No, like I'm saying, like we'll be out at like a happy hour in a sweater and some sweats chilling.
You're
and
at a
guy will
happy
talk
hour.
to her.
No, stop,
Like,
stop,
you know, like at a-
stop.
No, at a restaurant for food. Yeah, at a bar. Like, you don't go out. Like at a restaurant, you know they have happy hours from 4 to 7 p.m. You get a little hors d'oeuvre, get a little drink. Not like at a bar. We're going to go eat food and try oysters and crab legs.
Listen.
Not like that.
What you believe, I'm glad you cleared that up. What you believe is modest and respectful is not the same level that men believe is modest and respectful. As
I
far as the
fully
way you
understand
dress.
that. I fully understand what you're saying. I'm asking, are you saying, I'm just trying to get clarity on what you're saying to her is how she presents herself on social media.
No,
like
no.
okay, sorry.
You completely missed the point. The point was about social media, yes, but I also said after the fact, it also is a direct correlation to how you operate in the real world, because usually people show who they are on social media. They show their hype, they show their peak, they show exactly what they do. So if I'm on social media and I'm always at homosexual clubs, if I'm wearing makeup and I'm wearing dresses, I'm wearing high heels and I have my nails done on social media, you're not going to believe nor are you going to think that I probably don't operate like that in my real life. So what I'm saying is social media is almost always a direct correlation of who you are in the real world. So if she's doing that on social media, it's probably operating in her real life every single day too. And men can see it. We can see it.
That's what I wanted clarity and make sure I was understanding you correctly.
Yeah, not to mention the fake hair, the lashes, the excessive makeup, the way that you speak, the way that you articulate yourself, the friend groups that she's around. I don't know how you operate, but all of these things.
Everybody's married. Everybody at least got a husband or something. We're the only single ones. We do not operate in groups of women who operate that way. So
that's your best friend.
Y'all both. What you're visually seeing, like, I'm intelligent. I go to church.
Men don't care about that. Men don't care.
Oh, okay, but I feel like the things that you're naming, like outside of the visuals, like that doesn't speak to my character.
Every woman says that, but if that was the case, you wouldn't be having the same issue over and over and over again. This is the denial where women get stuck at, because when given the truth and reality of like it's you, it's not the men. Because we have to explain, what about all the men who do cuff women and are in relationships? What makes them different from you? More than likely, the issues with your own self. It's not the men. Same logic applies with men on the flip side. When guys come up and be like, man, all women want is my money. No, they want the money based on how you operate, because it's something that you're exuding. But when you blame everything on it's the other side, then you're not going to get help and change. So more than likely, your issues was with your own behavior. It's how you operate. It's these things that you say when you're talking to men, the questions that you ask, the substance in which you in which
I'm
you speak.
asking
All of
about
those things.
attachment styles, how they grew up, where they mental had
Attachment styles,
traumas, all of that.
why are you with attachment styles? That's
I mean,
internet. That's TikTok. That's internet TikTok talk.
no, that's a real psychological like questionnaire that
Do you
gives
have
you
any? Do you have
information
any
on.
expertise in that? Do you have any education in that?
Yeah, actually,
Where?
I'm
Did you
not
go
a
to school?
psychologist,
Okay,
but
so let's not. Okay, so then let's not go.
but I have a background in health, so I took classes in psychology.
Health is a.
I'm a nurse. I'll
Okay,
say
so
that.
you have no background in anything when it comes to psychology and when it comes to
I'm
anything.
a psych. I actually treat psych patients.
Oh boy, that's another thing too. You're a nurse. Do you know the what job occupation that women go through where they commit infidelity the most?
I wouldn't know. I'm not a cheater. I wouldn't
You
know.
and every other
But
one.
I'm
Nobody.
assuming nursing.
Yeah, nobody's a cheater. Yeah, we know. It's nursing. Nursing is the highest. Is the number one job. Is the number one career path that women go through when they cheat on their husbands and their boyfriends. It's nursing.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, so I can almost guarantee you that the reason why you're not almost guarantee, I can guarantee your issues with yourself. It's not because of the men. You have men of all walks of life. You have white men, black men, Asian men, Latino men. None of them want to be with you.
No, I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that. I've definitely had proposals. I mean, just things.
So you've had hold on. How many? Let me ask you this: how many proposals have you had?
Not like wedding proposal, not like engagement.
Right. In the last year, since I've been so
No,
intentional with dating,
not in the last year. How many proposals have you had in your life? How many men have got on a knee and said, "I want you, will you marry me"?
No, I
So
wouldn't
why did
marry
you just
him.
say proposals?
Oh no, I thought you meant like boyfriend girlfriend trying to
Wait, let's
settle
go
down.
there. How many men have offered you the opportunity to be their boyfriend or girlfriend? I'm sorry.
I'll say like 7.
7. And you said no to all of them.
Where I was then and where I'm at now.
No. You said no to all of them, correct?
Yeah, correct.
So what that means is you deal with men actively that you don't even want to be with. Think about
At the
that.
time, yes, for sure. I will agree to that. I definitely were dealing with
So then
men
your
at a
issue,
momentary
so
time and stuff
Nicole,
at the time.
so your issue is not the men. Your issue is yourself. You just proved my point. You deal with men that you don't even want to be with. I'm sure you've had sex with multiple of those men. Am I right?
That was like more than 4 years ago.
Doesn't matter. Why do you think that it was this time so it doesn't matter anymore? I sucked a dick 5 years ago, but I'm not a
No,
homosexual.
I mean like as far as the shift and like perception and everything, and how like I started to carry myself moving forward.
But you're still half naked on the internet. You're still single. You're still having the issues over and over again. That's why you're up here. I'm not up here to bash you. I'm not up here to shame you. I'm up here to tell you.
For sure.
I'm up here to tell you what the men in the dating market are never going to tell you, because 95% of men out here are going to lie to you. That's why I'm very stern and direct, because there's no point of me, oh God, Leon, you're gonna. No, that's a lie. Men are liars. That's the truth, Nicole. 95% of men out here are going to lie to you, and they'll never tell you any of this stuff because they're liars. Why? Because they want to sleep with you. Why do they want to sleep with you? Because you're easy access and you're low hanging fruit based on how you operate, things that you say, places that you go, how you dress, your friend group. If you go out, if you drink, if you smoke, if you do all of these things, these modern day woman behaviors, fake hair, fake nails, you're very illiterate. All of these, I'm not saying you are. All of these things are things that men are going to take into account and say, she's not able to be my girlfriend, but she is able to have sex with, and I'm going to get that. So, ma'am, your issue is not the men. Your issue is with yourself.
We looked online to see that you don't have any availability for with personal consult.
Yes, I do.
By chance.
Yeah, I do.
Well, it is today. You didn't have anything for today.
It got to be 24 hours in advance because I do a lot. So I need a 24-hour in advance consultation time because I do a lot of stuff off the side stuff. So.
Okay. I was hoping that I could maybe sneak that in to see if I can book today. Okay, but no, I definitely got what you're saying. But so essentially, okay. If I looked modest, how would this conversation had moved forward?
Well, we have to classify what is modest, because women, modern
in
women,
my head, modest would be no chest exposure, maybe no shoulders out, below the knee, everything. No stomach out.
We would have to see what that looks like.
Loose clothing.
Again, we would have to see because what women think modesty is and what men think modesty is two different things. But that you're only talking about one aspect of what men are going to look at. So if I just
For
say,
sure.
hey, and if I'm somebody that's a guy coming up, excuse me, guy coming up. Sorry, I just had some sparkling Celsius. If I'm a guy coming up and I say, yo, and I got money, women are still treating me bad. Well, there's other things to offer to a woman than just your money. So just
Right.
because you may be modest, well, that doesn't mean anything, because what about everything else? Like there's a whole like checklist that men check off if we're gonna commit to you or not. We just will never tell you if you apply to those things or not, or if it's a green light or not, because we want sex. Men are liars. So I'm telling you, even if you were modest, that wouldn't change the conversation, because what about the other things that men care about? Well, let me ask you this. Why do you think a man would want to be with you? Why do you think that you would be a catch for the hypothetical man that you would want to be with? Give me 3 things. Just give me 3.
I'm always looking forward. I'm a helpmate. Let's see, looking forward, helpmate, and I think I'm very considerate when it comes to like building a family. I'm always thinking about like the foundation and moving forward about how we're going to build on top of that and what's the end goal. Like, let me think. How do I say this?
Okay, so let's just stop right there. First of all, the first one doesn't mean anything. I'm always moving forward. Doesn't mean anything. You didn't get any detail. Number 2,
sorry.
Number 2, helpmate. Sure. Hopefully you know what that means. Sure. The third thing, that's not your job. That's the man's job. It's not your job to figure out what the foundation is and the plan and how we move forward. He's the leader. Your job is to follow him, not how you're gonna plan it. So,
what you didn't plan it, but I would think as a helpmate, we would be thinking together, and I would help fill in wherever I could.
But that's the helpmate part. So you just repeat. If that's the case, if that's your logic, then you just repeated the same thing twice.
I mean, I was kind of like elaborating, trying to get to like everything that I thought you would want to hear for the 3
No,
things,
it's not what I want to hear. I'm not trying to date you.
Like
it's with the man. It's with the hypothetical man that Nicole wants to be with. What is this Fortune 500 company, high end, global international connections business worker who makes $400,000 a year, who's dark skinned with a beard, and he's 6'4", and he has
attributes about myself. I'm very ambitious, and I am a critical thinker, and I'm God fearing. I'll say that.
Men don't care about we don't care. Okay, you're so ma'am. We don't care about you being ambitious. We don't care about that. The man that you want doesn't care about that. Have you ever heard a guy, what do you want in a woman? I want her to be ambitious and have money and have a degree and be spontaneous and look forward. No, I want her to be attractive, cook, clean, be feminine, soft, nurturing, and take care of these kids. And not have sex. Okay.
That's the easy part.
Well, then you should have said it. The reason why you didn't say it is because you have no idea what men want. You operate like the man that you want to be with, and that's the issue with the average woman. We get on the men all day. That woman said her brother hands is ambidextrous. This work is ambidextrous too. We get on everything. Ma'am, you don't know what a man wants. You have become the man that you're looking for. We're not talking about the bum that wants to sleep on your couch. We're talking about the hypothetical good man, the 6'4" dark-skinned dude who owns a business and he makes $400,000 a year and he's college educated and he drives a Bentley. He has no kids and he's 34. He's in good shape and he's intelligent. He got white teeth. He goes to church. He's a community leader. He does all of the things that you women want. Guess what he's not looking for? An ambitious woman who works hard and goes to... No. He wants you to be attractive. God-fearing is good, but what does that actually mean? A God-fearing woman isn't half naked on the internet exposing herself sexually. So let's not go there. So you're not even operating the things that you're saying. And then you mentioned, I'm a planner and I want to look for the future. That's his job. You don't know what that man wants, Nicole. That's why you can't get one. And that's why they deal with you and say, oh, she ain't got nothing to offer. Let me just get some cheeks up out of her. That's why. And then when giving the truth in front of your face, you still are, I'm not like that. I'm not like that. I'm not. Yes, you are. You just don't want to accept it. You don't want to look in the mirror and say accountability works for me and I need to change. You don't get it. I'm not trying to diss you, Nicole. I'm not disrespecting you. I'm telling you what you need to hear because men are liars and they won't tell you this. Go ahead.
Not to say that I'm not nurturing, I'm not soft, I'm not all those feminine things. That was just like you said, I definitely operate in that way to where I am thinking like a man. So those were the attributes that I felt like I should say. But you're definitely right about that. Operating and thinking like a man. So I do have some work to do.
How old are you?
I'm 29.
Do you have any children?
I do not.
Okay. You do realize by 35 you'll be at high risk pregnancy, correct?
Correct.
Which means, do you want to have children? Do you want to be married?
I want to be married, and I'm open to having children. I'm just trying not to like have those expectations to where if the timeline did come to where I'm 35 and I don't have kids, sad and depressed about essentially not having kids.
Huh?
I'm open to having kids. I'm not trying to have it a hard yes. And if the time did come where I am at that geriatric age and I can't have kids, I'm not like sad and depressed that I can't have kids. I don't know if that makes sense.
A woman who genuinely wants to have kids is just gonna say, yes, I want to have kids.
I'm 29 now. I'm just kind of, getting a little concerned. I got faith that things is going to happen, but I just don't want to be disappointed if things didn't work out.
Yeah, but we're not talking about that. I simply just asked you do you want to
Yes, I would like to be married and I would like to have kids.
Is that a priority for you?
Very much so. It's been a leading factor since I was in 9th grade.
Okay. The reason why I'm saying this is to say that you are on a biological time clock. So that doesn't mean that you can't have kids after 35. But what it does mean is the older that you get, the more time that you take to not be accountable, to not look at things and take this seriously, it's going to make it a lot harder for you to find a man of value that wants to commit to Nicole. So what I'm saying is do you know the average age that a woman gets married in America?
I do not.
It's 28. So you're already past that. Do you know the average age that a black woman gets married in America?
I do not.
It's 31. So you're right there. So what I'm telling you is not to say that you'll never find a man, but what I'm saying is the older that you get, the harder it will be to find a man. And it's not because of the men, it's because of your own mental state. It starts with you. And that's with anybody, man or woman. When you come up here and asking questions, it doesn't start with the other millions and millions of men or women. It starts with yourself. It's not everybody else's fault. Accountability is the number one thing in my life, including me.
Thank you for your time, man.
Thank you for yours. I appreciate you coming up. Hopefully we change the situation. Oh boy. I wish the best for her though. But I think she's just very, very misinformed. And it's a pity.